All right, no time to explain, gang. Welcome back. King Zeph here, back with another video for you guys. Happy Friday, and to all of my fellow Americans, happy 4th of July. I guess it's not looking so good. Certain things going on, but regardless, today we're gonna be doing something I kind of was not really procrastinating on. I kind of was a little late to the store, but did get a box of Duelist Advance. I couldn't participate in the pre-release last Saturday because I had some other things going on, and so I had to go to my store and pick up a box, and they of course yelled at me and made fun of me for not being there because they're just like, you weren't here, you're always here. I'm like, I know, I had things to do at work and other stuff. This set, it's hard for me to describe the set because of course a lot of people hype this set. Of course, it's the first core set to feature the return of Starlight Rares since QCRs ended with Alliance Insight. Of course, Battle Legends had Starlight Rares into it as well, but that was mostly a reprint set, which is what it always is. So this is the first core set that features Starlight Rares. So hopefully I can put my rare for a Starlight Rare because I've yet to pull a Starlight Rare on this channel ever. And I've even opened like 2 cases of sets of one of the last sets that had Starlight Rares and never pulled one. So we'll see how that whole thing goes. But, you know, a lot of people are hyping up this set. I don't think this is the great set. There's really only like 3 cards that are really good in the set, and it's kind of TCG players been reflecting it because booster box of this, go to your OTS stores, or if you go to Hobbyville, which is the affiliate link down below in the channel. I didn't get my box from there. I always get my first initial box from my local store, support them because they're awesome and I love my store. But generally an $80 booster box, you can buy these from like TCG Player right now for like, I guess by the time you factor in taxes and shipping, you're probably at like 53 bucks, or if not less. I think the base price for these booster boxes is like $46 or $47 pre-tax and all that other stuff. So this set isn't doing very well. And I don't really predict the set to do well. Now the next set, Justice Hunters, which comes out at the beginning of August, that set's the one that's going to be the massive one, and that's a deck builder set because that's going to have Yummy, Dragon Tail, and K9 in it. So that's going to be really the meta breaking set out of everything. But there's a couple cards out of here that you kind of still need for that whole thing, especially when it comes to Vanquish Soul. So we're going to crack this thing open like we always do in the channel, see how we do on the pulls. Like I said, if you're new and haven't been here before, make sure you give us a like, comment, and subscribe. We're on a goal to hit 800, followed by 900, and then 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for that on that side. I'm not going to banter any further, but for those that have returned, thanks for coming back. For those who are new, welcome. If you like the content, you want to see more or peruse around the channel and see music stuff, which needs to honestly come back. I got a whole IB friction about that. Some future Disney Lorcana stuff when the next set of that comes out, and more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff and gaming stuff in general. Just give us a subscribe and leave a comment in the video. Tell me what pulls you like, as well as stuff you're looking for and or like stuff you're excited about or content you want to see us in the future, and also some Master Duel videos coming very soon. So any further banter, let's get this thing going. So Duelist Advance, I have my knife readily available this time. Usually it's always like MIA. This time I kind of kept it close. So yeah, there's really only one secret rare out of here that I really would like want, and that's just to have, and that's the Kaiba Man retrain. I don't even know why they did that. But I'm actually surprised that most of the cards in here that are like you should be looking at getting or should have for some of the future meta stuff is actually they're ultras. So ultras are much easier to pull because you get 4 per box. But of course, you know, I think there's in the set there's 10 of them as opposed to, is there 10 of them or there's 20? I don't remember. I forgot how the breakdown works. It's on the back of the pack. I know they sometimes put it on the back of the pack. Let me look. I always forget how many ultras. Usually it's not that many. It's like 10, or is it 10 secrets? And it's not on the pack any longer. Let me check the booster box. They usually always give some type of breakdown of what cards are in what, but no, they don't have it on the booster box anymore. I have to check the website, but there's like, or maybe it's 15, whatever. It's a decent number of them to the point where it's just like, you know, you're gonna get 4 per booster box. So we'll see how that goes. And I feel like I'm super high on my chair and we kind of lower it down a little bit. Thank you. Like, I'm over here reaching really hard to find stuff. All right, first pack magic. Hopefully we can get a Starlight Rare. That would be nice. And leave a comment below if you want me to do a Blister versus Boosters, because I don't think I'm gonna do it for this set. I really don't feel it. Vanquish Soul Start, which is one of the Vanquish Soul cards. Prototype. Valen the Super Side Blaster. These names are getting hilariously long. And first are the Dragon Lords. This card is a sleeper, it's a super, but it's not really that powerful, but I think it's going to be something, and Dragon Tail is going to be a lot more dangerous, I'm assuming, I've been hearing a lot about that card. Like, that card is a super rare. It's not that great right now, but don't sleep on it because a lot of cards end up flipping and becoming useful as the meta build. And with Dragon Tail coming down the pipeline, I can see that being a better card. So we will see, but we're not going to sleep on a whole lot of things. Crossmind Archfiends. This looks like a retrain of Thought Ruler Archfiend. Old school card. Teleport Fusion. I believe this is a Psychic Fusion card. So yep, quick play Psychic Fusion. Steel String Sacrifice. I love this art. As a music nerd, a guitarist, Steel String Sacrifice. He's playing his guitar very weird, almost like Hendrix style, but hey, fantastic card. Konami, you get a gold pass just for this one by itself. Moon Magician. This card also looks awesome as well. Followed by our first secret rare, Gaga Girl. Is our first secret rare. I think this is like one of the and Gagagas for the XC stuff. I think this is solid, but gotta keep it to the top. Got a first secret. Regenesis Command, some more Regenesis support, followed by Absolute Axion Kicker. Now this actually looks like, I don't know, this actually looks like Thought Ruler, but it's a Psychic. I forgot there's some Psychic stuff in here. Spring, very Japanese. I'm not gonna read all of this because there's a lot of text in it. And then Archmage, Magic Patron, which is one of the newer things, the Archmage stuff. I don't know if I remember if it's a fully new archetype or if it's getting support, but I know Archmage right now is not that good, but you know, give it another couple sets and it'll probably be fine. Lunalight Masquerade, some support for Lunalights. Another Crossmind, another Moon Magician. Wake Cup Mocha. Now I want some coffee. Followed by Galaxy War Drake. Card looks kind of cool, but yeah. Psychic Omnibuster, the Monarch's Masterpiece. Of course, this should have Monarch support in here. Link Slayer Agnister, so another Agnister support. And the Star Ham. Like I said, I forgot about that little detail. I said this should have a lot of Psychic stuff into it, as well as a couple new things. All right, moving on to the next pack. Dark Flare Swordsman, so a Dark Flare Knight. Maybe it's a retrain. I think it's the same stats. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just a retrain or just a revamp of that card. Super Quadruple Fairy Zenton, another Vanquish Soul Start, another Moon Magician, followed by RB Vulcan Rocket with a random Vulcan stamp at the bottom. It's not really a stamp, but it's just like there at the bottom as a trademark. Miasma Dragon Testina, so another Testina card. Interesting, I have to check that out later. Psychic Omnibuster, another Absolute Axion, and then Shipping Error, which I'll give them this. A lot of cards in here may not be great, but these artworks, I am enjoying them. Like, that's kind of funny. All right, Yukamasume no Tamayura. Interesting. Followed by Layer 19 Sudden Insertion Super Quantum Black. These names, bro. This is why Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read. Ball of the Dawns of Light. Regenesis Cycle. Followed by, Morgana the Witch of Eyes. This is a card. This is a super that I definitely wanted to get. This goes with the time-tearing Morganite, the Morganite card. So this is the Morganite monster. Now, she's actually pretty good. If 3 different Morganite cards are in the graveyard or banishment, you can make all your opponent's monsters attack point 0. So card is not very powerful, but if you're playing time-tearing Morganite, which I'm probably going to build a deck around that, to be wholeheartedly honest, Turn of the Duelist, because I do have, I think all but the new one that's in this set, I have 3 of each. So there's a time-tearing Morganite, which was the one I let you draw 2 and normal summon twice. I think there's Succumb tearing. I think it's like Succumb or Succubus tearing of the Morganite. I forgot what that one did. I think that one allowed you to, one of them allows you to normal summon level 5 and higher monsters without tributing. I forgot what the other one did. It does something weird, but yeah, but they all do something really, really cool. But all of them stop hand traps. It's like if you play it, you can't use hand traps. Or at least monster. You can use monster effects from the hand, so basically you're stuck to like Dominus and Imperm and that type of stuff. But to be honest, it's a worthy sacrifice if you're just gonna allow you to summon more than once, draw more than once, and a bunch of other things. So I'm gonna be testing some of that stuff out in the near future and trying that out once I get some of them. Miracle Raven, Mutiny of the Sky, which is that a ninja card or maybe, or Wing Beast. Chef of that, and then RBGA10 Cutter, so another RB card. Shipping Error once again. Theorealize, and then the Star Ham, followed by another Agnister Link Slayer. We're about halfway done. We haven't pulled anything outside of the one secret. So we have still the 4 ultras left and 1 more secret rare. We're not halfway through, but we've pulled quite a few. We haven't seen one yet. Ohiosumi and Amaru, another teleports fusion, Sudden Thunder Swamp, Still String Sacrifice, followed by Go 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 Goblin Burge is our super. The Monarch's Master Plan, Return of the Duelist, Absolute Axion Kicker, and then Ashland U1000. That's interesting. Like I said, I will give them the art styles on some of these cards. I'm digging the art. After I read what the card probably does, it probably won't be that good, or it might be devastating, and I just don't know. There we go. So we got this again. Hush Psychic Mister. So there we go for that. Super Quantum Black Slayer. Bull, the Dawn of Light, followed by Tessera, the Primal Squire. Another card that looks pretty dope in the art style. It's a warrior, and it seems like it's it's the Monarch card. That's the Monarch support card. I'm like, why does it look familiar? Nouvelles. I hate that deck. It's hilarious because, you know, it's the Chef and Hungry Burger deck. I hate those cards. they're just weird, and I hate them. But I keep forgetting about the Monarch support in here as well, because it's like, hey, we got Monarch support, but then no one really thinks twice about it. Heroic Champion, Magnum Excalibur, nice. Ball, the Dawn of Lights, followed by him, and then Monarch Perfection. So of course there is Tessera in the art style. There it is. So there's a counter spell. Angry Burger. So you got Hungry Burger. Now we got Angry Burger. And then Nouvelle Spellbook, Serene Phantom, and then Archmage Pact Awakening. Let's see what's going on with that with those couple things going on that side. Moving on, we still haven't seen an ultra yet. So Sudden Thunder Swamp. At this point, we'll probably see the secret before we see an ultra. But anyway, Chef of the Nouvelles, followed by Inferno of the Ashen. And here is our first ultra, is the Sky Striker Special Maneuver. What is this? Lemon's Gate. So the new Sky Striker card. So there's our first ultra, 1 of 4. Followed by this Unbreakable Xyz Barrier, which is a counter, and then Miasma Dragon of the Testina. So I think we probably hit around the halfway point because this pile is getting really small. So that means I probably, as I usually do, shuffle everything in such a way that either everything's up top or everything's at the bottom. Probably everything's at the bottom. Thunder Swamp again, Crossmine Archfiend, Wake Up Mocha, and then another RB. Well, this is a different one. This is RB GA10 Driller, and then Xyz Lay, Regenesis Command, another Sprint, and then Armor. So seeing a lot of duplicate commons. Like a lot more than usual. I feel like this box is full of the exact same commons over and over and over again. Genesis Cycle, so something new, unless I'm just dyslexic. Spirit Poultry, they got Amethyst Panther. Got him. Tragic to see it. Ooh, now this is an ultra I wanted. This is Primite Dragon Neither Barelzio. So this is the Primite fusion card. Primite monster and a normal monster, and I think for every normal monster that you use, it gets 1,000 attack points. So very, very good ultra. This is definitely one that I definitely wanted and were needed. So we got 1 of the 2 ultras out of here. Let's see if we can pull the other one. We got 2 more ultras left. If we pull it, I'll be super happy. If we don't, just get it later. It's not that serious. Like I said, buying these boxes have gotten cheap, so a lot of the stuff out of here is probably gonna cause the value of the cards to go down. If these booster boxes are dirt cheap to purchase. Ooh, now there we go. Gripping Morganite. So this is the new Morganite card, the 3rd one out of the group. You can this is the one that allows you to normal summon level 5 or higher without tributing, and then you do not pay life points to activate spell or traps, but you cannot activate monster effects in the hand. That's the sacrifice you make out of that one. But we pulled Morgania and the Morganite cards. Just need a play set of them, and then we'll be good to go, and then I can start cooking. But this card isn't that expensive, so I mean, I'm just gonna buy 2 more if I don't. Whatever I don't pull, I'm just gonna buy. I might get the Walmart boxes though. I'll probably pick those up and see what we get out of that. Inferno, Hush, Prototype, Regenesis Cycle, followed by Gorgon of the Zilphania. This card looks dope. It's a reptile. I don't know how good this card is. I've been seeing this card a lot. Maybe it's really good for Mitsurugi, but that's our 2nd secret, so we pulled out of that, and then interesting, another time of it being unique with cards once again. So both secrets have been pulled. We still got 2 ultras left. Maybe a QC, or not QCR, maybe a Starlight Rare. Maybe. One would hope. Like I said, it'd be nice to pull a Starlight Rare and just kind of get that over and done with. But we'll have more opportunities for that in the future. There's going to be more sets. There's going to be more packs pulled, and a bunch of other stuff. Gaga Utopic Tactic is the next super out of there. And then Link and Spirit and then Leo. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like seeing the exact same commons over and over and over again. But also, if there's something out of this set that you guys are interested in, you know, let me know in the comments below. Tell me what you guys are cooking up. Because I also got to prepare for Worlds next week. Luna Light Perfume Dancer, so a new Luna Light card, not bad out of that. Gaia Stream, followed by Exeesley, Angry Burger, and then Omnibuster. Yeah, I have to prepare for Worlds next week, or at least for the side event stuff at Worlds. Don't know what I'm really gonna do for that just yet. I'm still figuring that out. I have less than a week to figure that out, so I'm gonna be like in my own head for the next 3 days, trying to figure that whole thing out. Followed by Gagaga Gangbara Knight. Say that 3 times without messing it up. Return of the Duelist. Yeah, pretty much all the exact same comments out of here. Last 7 packs. Still got 2 Ultras left. Hopefully a QCR is in one of these as well. I would love to see one. If not, oh well. It still be nice. Hey, just give me a QCR, please. And not QCR, Starlight. See, that's gonna mess me up. I'm so used to saying QCR from the past couple years that it's just like, oh, QCR just flies right off the tongue. Starlight Rare is not. So give me like 4 more videos of pulling Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that has Starlight Rares in it, and then that'll probably fix that whole drama. But we'll see. Lunalight Masquerade, Hushed, Teleport Fusion, and Mind Procedure. I'm surprised I haven't seen if my mind serves me correctly, I thought the Primite Fusion was a common. If memory serves me correctly, I have yet to see that. We were pretty much going through a whole booster box, and I have yet to see that. There's probably a bunch of commons I haven't seen in here. I feel like I'm pulling the exact same commons over and over and over again. What's in here? Artemage Garfire, so that's one of the Artemage cards. Followed by, yeah, still not seeing that fusion. I could have sworn that fusion card might be a super, but I thought it was a common. So I think the only high rarity Primite card in the set was the fusion, which was the Ultra. Everything else should have been a common if memory serves me correctly. So maybe you'll get one, hopefully. One will hope. I have yet to see it. I'm seeing the exact same comments over and over and over again, followed by RB Vulcan Booster is our last Ultra. So no, outside of the Dragon, we didn't see the Vanquish Soul. And that's actually the most expensive card in the set right now, because that's the only useful card that everybody's seeing right now. But yeah, come on, at least can we get one of the Primite Fusion cards? Lunalight different Liger Dancer, so another Lunalight, followed by Regenesis Command, Mayhem, and then Artemage. So we got 2 packs left. Can we at least get one Primite Fusion? Let's see, can we get it? If not, I'll be very upset, because that's kind of like disappointing, the fact to see it out of there. Followed by Silent Psychic Magician, so that's at least a new, well, seeing new supers. But no Monarch's Mastermind. Not really any Monarch stuff either. I don't even think the Monarch stuff was super high rarity. I know a couple of them were. I don't think all of them were. All right, last pack magic. Either we're getting a Starlight Rare or we're getting nothing. So 1. Come on, Primite Fusion. Primite Fusion. Come on. Survey says, Vanquish Soul rocks. I forgot about you. I forgot about you, but I don't even remember how good you are, but good. We did get a Vanquish Soul card that was above a common, but no Primite Fusion. That's upsetting. That is really upsetting, but I'll look into it later. Like I said, I'll probably end up getting the Walmart boxes later, but so far for the 2 secret rares, we got Gorgon of the Zillifiana and then Gaga Girl. And then of the Ultras, we got RB Vulcan Blaster, Artemage, Ganaflyer, the Primite Dragon, and the Sky Striker Ultra. So that covers all of the foils out of that one. So nothing too crazy. I would say, at least in the higher rarity cards, I did get one of the cards I definitely needed in the Ultras or / higher. And then for the supers, we did get a couple. So we did get Morgana and we did get the other Morganite card out of that one. So I'll have to, hunt down my Walmarts and stuff and see if they got boxes, and they probably did. And I'll figure that out as we go. But in the meantime, that's going to conclude this opening. Very quick, very short. Like I said, nothing crazy out of this booster box. The big ones are going to be closer to, like, because next month we have Justice Hunters, the Tins. So there's going to be a couple more things. And then, of course, the Lorcana opening. So I'm going to be preparing for that. But outside of that, in the meantime, if you did like this video, give us a like, give us a comment, and give us a subscribe. Tell us what you're thinking. Tell us what you liked out of the polls. Tell us what you're looking for. And then what type of stuff that you want to see from us in the very near future while I make preparations. There'll be a couple more videos of me going through some of my thought process, preparing for certain things, and showing some gameplay and a bunch of other things going on, and possibly some of the decks I'm going to be playing in the very, very near future. But in the meantime, it's King Zeph. No time to explain. Until next time, I'm out, and enjoy your weekend and your day. Peace.